on 936 ABC Hobart. Now, I'm sure you've heard the promos for this national competition we're running through ABC, and a rare collaboration between TV and radio, the Exhumed competition, which came out of James Valentine's 702 Sydney show. It's a competition looking for the greatest bands that never were. People who play music because they love it, because it's music. Peter Brown is one of the southern Tasmanian entrants in Exhumed. G'day, Peter.
Good morning.
What's your band?
Band's called 24/7.
How long have you been playing?
The band's been together in this current form for 8 or 9 years, but a couple of the guys in the band have been playing together since they were in high school, so for about 35 years.
Together?
Yep.
Well, why do you keep doing it?
Music is a fantastic social hobby. It's a pursuit that you can engage in and enjoy with other guys and develop a friendship with them, and it's a real buzz getting up on stage and playing music and seeing people get enjoyment out of that.
And you play around town a fair bit?
Yeah, we do.
So how do you balance that out with your other jobs and your other lives?
It's just a matter of really of being organised and recognising that you've got a passion for music and making everything fit in. And if you treat it as a fun activity, then in general it will be a fun activity. And I'm really fortunate in this band that I'm in a band with 4 other guys who are just really, really positive, friendly, fun, down to earth, great guys.
What's the process of entering Exhumed been like? What have you had to do?
It's been quite a lot of work in it, actually. Even though there's a real emphasis in a competition on not having to put forward a professional entry, and there's an emphasis on the quality of your video, etc., not influencing the success of your application. It's still nice to put together the best story that you can. So it's involved some time in our recording space, recording some songs, speaking to the other guys about the story that they'd like to present for the band as part of our entry, as well as putting together a video. So I've put that video together and submitted it as part of our entry, and that's taken, if anybody who's done video editing would understand that it's taken hours, probably 7 or 8 hours of work just to piece together bits of footage and put a voice over it to try to tell the story of what the band is about.
And it does always take more time to do that than you think. What 24/7, so you're a rock band. What's the mix of your music? How much original, how much covers?
Yeah, it's all cover music, and it's music that we're really passionate about. So it centres on Australian rock, with some of the influences of Australian rock played as well. So largely Australian and American rock bands, and we centre around the Angels, AC/DC, Choir Boys, Screaming Jets, Guns N' Roses.
Now, we've got a couple of the Angels around and about town. Have they heard you play their songs?
I'm not aware that they have, although I know a fella who knows Ryk and John Brewster pretty well, and I've spoken to him a number of times. I'd love the opportunity to meet Ryk and John and to talk to them about music.
Did you pitch that in your Exhumed entry?
No, we didn't.
You let those TV people know they love a story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, the song you entered, No Secrets, why did you choose that one?
Well, it's a cover of a song by our favourite band, which is the Angels. And it's one of the songs we feel that we play really well and play a really good version of, equal to any other version that we've heard of it. It's a song that we all enjoy the process of playing. It's got great riffs and a great story behind the lyrics. And I heard a really nice story. Doc Neeson was interviewed on telly and asked about No Secrets. And it's actually the story about he was driving his car through Melbourne one day and saw a lady running for a bus, and the bus could have stopped but took off without her, so he stopped and gave her a lift. And she just got into the car and started pouring out the story of her life to him and talking. And her name was Amanda, and she was at acting school. And so Doc wrote the song about her, and it's a really famous song, but he never heard from Amanda again. So it's a song with a great story.
It's a great story. And finally, Peter, you know, when you're 19 or 18, you're in a band, you think you're a rock god, you have these delusions of grandeur. How do you think about yourself now? Do you still touch those rock god moments?
I think all of us think that we're reasonable musicians who can carry the story along, but as we all agreed and as we put in our entry, music wouldn't be as much fun if you had to do it as a job, if you were shackled to it. So I just enjoy getting up on stage on a Saturday night and playing the songs as best as I can, and enjoying seeing other people getting into what we're doing.
Peter Brown on the bass in this Exhumed entry, the band 24/7, This Is No Secret. It's great to speak with you, Peter. Best of luck in the competition.
Cheers, thanks for your time.
Late in the morning, somewhere in the shadow, she throws the dice in magic. Success in Japan, a rescue man, no, she won't change anything. Late in the night when the lights are all out, she slips off her stockings and shoes. She makes you her lover and lets you discover the smile she keeps for you. She keeps no secrets from you. She keeps no secrets from you. She keeps no secrets from you. She don't keep no secrets.
Kate Blanchett stood up for Tasmania in an interview with David Letterman, and I asked on Facebook this morning what Tasmanian prejudices you've come across, and man, there's some incredible stories there coming out of the woodwork. Simon was kicked off a bus in Queensland because he tried to use his UTAS student card to get an Australian student discount, and the bus driver said, "You've got to come from Australia. That card's not relevant here." Oh, if you want to get really angry, join in that thread. It's nearly 7:45.
She keeps no secrets from you. She keeps no secrets from you. She keeps no secrets from you.
Exhumed entrance, no secrets, 24/7, and there should be an announcement of the shortlist coming fairly soon. Then you get to vote. It's 7:45.